The Kitzbühel Alpine Rally is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year. Set in the picturesque Austrian Alps, it's one of the most famous vintage car events. This year, some 188 drivers are taking part. They're piloting 34 different brands of cars, with a combined output of over 28,000 horsepower. Kitzbühel is quite a draw. This participant says it's a special highlight in the rallying year because here everything's right. The people, the cars, the atmosphere, the surroundings are fantastic. The routes are great and the organization's excellent. He can't complain because everything's great. This woman says they brought skis along, so if they have car troubles up in the Grossglockner, they can just ski down. They're almost ready to start. Great attention is being paid to all the little last-minute details. This rally is a challenge for man or woman and machine. The key to being successful here is to read the road book carefully and adjust your speed accordingly. It's not just the fastest cars, but the ones who maintain the most constant speed who stand the best chance of winning. Spread over 3 days, the race covers close to 600 kilometers at elevations of up to 2,500 meters. That's a real tour de force in a 1931 Bentley Speed 6 SWB. This participant says you need plenty of upper arm strength to crank the steering wheel and a good sense of orientation on curves, because you really can't see where you're going. This 1969 Jaguar D-Type with 250 horsepower is a famous Le Mans race car. The drive along the Grossglockner High Alpine Road is a highlight of this year's rally. Its serpentine curves demand a lot from both drivers and their cars. 7 decades of automotive history are on display at the Kitzbühel Alpine Rally. Pre-World War II models, elegant sports coupes, and 1950s and 60s sedans can be seen alongside sports cars and rare newer models. The touring cars, race cars, stunning sedans, and convertibles attract the most attention. These vehicles' designs were chosen for their appeal rather than their aerodynamics. This rare model is making a rare appearance in Kitzbühel, a 1936 Rolls-Royce Phantom 3. But the 170 horsepower Phantom runs into some problems. Its owner says nothing's happened, it's just quite hot and the route's very steep. He says, like him, the car's an old man. It's 80 and he's 70. It's never let him down, but today it's got a little overheated. Once it cools down, he says, it'll start purring again. And it's always been a Rolls-Royce philosophy to have a tool on hand to suit every situation. After a bit of help getting up the Grossglockner, the Rolls, with its displacement of 7.4 liters, is back in business and can continue on its journey. After 3 days in which the cars have covered close to 600 kilometers, it's the final spurt. The drivers can't afford to make a mistake now if they want to end up in the final rankings. And they've done it. They've reached the finish line. Motorsports fans have gathered on Kitzbühel's main square to welcome the drivers and applaud their efforts.
Why the Kitzbühel Rally? Have you looked at the weather? Have you looked at the mountains? Have you met the people? It's a perfect place to go driving.